Hi, everyone, and welcome back. This is Patrick, the information librarian in charge of young adult programming and the collection at the Malden Public Library. Once again, I'm here to do a quick book review for our Summer Reading 2020 program and maybe to point out something that you haven't taken part of in our young adult collection before, but still very much in the realm of fantasy literature. So we've talked about some of the free books that we have this summer to hand out, from The Hobbit to Binti, and those you can still grab copies of at the Malden Public Library. Give us a call if you'd like one. Um, those four titles are available all summer long and while supplies last. But I wanted to bring up a couple more books that we have in our collection that you can check out, and in particular, a series that you can check out and get into if you're looking for something new. And it's actually one of my favorite manga series. So we're talking about Japanese cartoons or graphic novels. And this one's called HunterXHunter. Oop, you can see it there. I love this series. It's from Shonen Jump, who typically do manga books for, I would say, middle school to high school students, somewhere in there. I think maybe they market it as like 12 to 18-year-olds. This one skews a little bit younger at first, as the main character, Gon, starts out as a younger kid who goes on this epic fantasy adventure to find his father, who was what is known in this world as a hunter, which are kind of like explorers, adventurers. They have to get licensed. So his first adventure here in volume one is going through the hunter exam to become one. I'm just going to read from the back here real quick. Hunters are a special breed dedicated to tracking down treasures, magical beasts, and even other men. So they're kind of like bounty hunters too. But such pursuits require a license, and less than 1 in 100,000 can pass the grueling qualification exam. We get to meet almost all the main characters in this series, from the head of the Hunter organization to Gon's friends, and a couple of enemies that show up here too. If you are a fan of the first volume, which we do have at the Malden Public Library, you can come back and pick up. I think there's about 30, they might have gone up to 40 volumes at this point of HunterXHunter. It is an older series. It's about 24 years old, somewhere in there. I think it started in the mid 90s, or late 90s, maybe 98. But it took a hiatus at one point, and in the time that the manga has been published through Shonen Jump, they have actually done two different anime series based on the manga. The first one is a little harder to find, but the new one is available now in a couple of different streaming services. I highly recommend that one. It's gotten a lot of good reviews, and it's kind of revitalized interest in the book series, the manga book series. So that's my pick for this week. If you are looking for a way to jump into Shonen Jump, jump into Shonen Jump, and manga in general, I want something fantasy. I mean, there's always Naruto. There's always your, I guess, older series like Inuyasha for fantasy. But I highly recommend HunterXHunter. It is kind of a mix of science fiction and fantasy, and it's just a really cool world. So yeah, that will do it for this week. If you guys do want to check that out, go onto our online catalog, reserve a copy today. I will be back next week for one more book review this summer. If you've enjoyed these, let me know by maybe checking out the books or tagging me with a note here in the comments. Once again, thanks so much for watching, and everyone have a great rest of the summer and have fun imagining your story.